Dun, dun, na, 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 New York, New York. Listen, friends, today we are talking about New York City. We're talking about real estate in New York because a lot of people want to know, man, it's crazy prices out there. Should I be buying? Should I be renting? What should I do? We're going to talk about the real estate market in New York City right now. So I'm in New York and I needed to get myself some breakfast. And I get off the subway, I go around the corner and I find the most quaint little breakfast shop that I possibly can get. And I remember that they didn't have a lot of options. So I got a hard-boiled egg, a little bowl of oatmeal, and then I got a tiny little one of those little paper boxes of cereals that you dump. And they gave me a little bit of milk. And it came to like $25 or something. I was like, this place is crazy. This cost of living here, this is insane. Well, friends, that's what you get for one of the biggest cities in the world. This is certainly one of the biggest cities, or the biggest city in all of America. New York City, what a fascinating place. People go there for the lights. I went there a couple years ago to watch the apple drop, which basically meant spending 9 hours behind barricaded thises and that's with no toilets or anything, which created a really awkward moment when all the people were moshing and there was a grate underneath my feet and I relieved myself and I don't think anyone found out. I hope. Anyway, that was really besides the point. New York City's got 8.5 million people, but 20 million in the state. And so you have several million every day commuting in and out of New York for their jobs. And as fascinating, fun, and interesting of a place it is, a place that I love to visit, hit Broadway, see the shows, is it a good place for you to buy real estate in? This is one of the questions that people just really got to know. And let's talk about it. The median home price this last year in New York whole was $345,000. But if you wanted a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan, $750,000. So just think about that. A one-bedroom practical studio, this tiny little thing, that's going for $750,000. Some of them well over $1 million. And people want to know, hey, if I live there, should I buy real estate there? If I'm an out-of-state investor, should I buy real estate there? Let me think about it. No. Wait. I'm going to think harder. No. Definitely not. Heck no. No, 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 no. But why? Well, think about it. The only real game that you can play in New York and make money is in a game of appreciation. And this last year, it was up 10.9%. But remember where it was a few years ago. Had totally tanked. Of course it's going to come back up. If you're watching my videos on these markets, and a lot of people want to know, should I invest in Vancouver? Should I invest in Indiana? Should I invest in New York? Should I invest in California? Really what it comes down to is these overpopulated areas, what's happened is it's driven the price so high, but once you break that $300,000 mark, you can't rent a place profitably. Your cash flow is going to be slim, none, and the higher you go, it's actually going to be negative. So it's not a great place for investing unless you can roll with the big dogs and play a really massive game. I like to play the game of single-family homes. I want to help you. I want to help you that I'm assuming if you're watching this, you've done 20 or less properties, maybe none at all, maybe 5, and you're saying, Kris, what's the safest way to build and compound wealth? You don't have to have a lot of money to become a millionaire. And if you think about it, the number one most important financial decision you'll ever make in your entire life is how much you pay yourself out of every paycheck before you pay your expenses. And I'm hoping it's at least 10%. If you're check to check, I promise you can squirm out 10% and you'll balance the books and you'll figure it out. You need that little money to go into some savings for protection, and then you need to invest it, and you need to invest it in multiple places, not all eggs in one basket. And the simple little advice is that if you get it in real estate producing 10 to 20% and can compound it and control it, you're going to get taken care of. And doing that underneath the median is the most intelligent play that you can personally make. So if you're going into a market like New York where it's really crazy expensive and you have to put down a lot of money, then sure, with appreciation over time, you might get taken care of. From time to time, it's going to be handed back to you hardcore because you're going to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars of value like this. And that's just numbers on paper. But the bigger thing is once you get over a few $100,000, you're negative on your cash flow. Is New York a good market to invest in? No. But likewise, if you were living in some podunk part of the country, low population, where your prices aren't growing because population's not growing and real estate's $60,000 or $120,000, I would give you the same answer. Don't invest there either unless you really know what you're doing or you've taken my lease option course. The secret to sustainable long-term optimization of your investment portfolio is to go into the very best markets. Not the worst, not the hardest, not the most difficult. Separate that romantic attachment to certain ideas and types of homes and locations and cultures, and respect your money and be responsible with it. And that's why if you watch my 5-part series on the best markets in the entire United States to invest in, I'll share with you why I'm investing in those markets and exactly what they are and how you win so that you can really gain a much deeper appreciation. In fact, click the link up here to gain some access right now to some tools that can really help you and show you how to win in the game of investing. New York, I was there a few years ago downtown to watch the Seahawks crush it. I mean, it was crazy when they were playing the Broncos, but I'm going to tell you, outside of going there for some entertainment, some fun and business meetings, it's never a place I'm going to be investing in. That's New York. And if you want to get your fingers on some of the markets that I'm in, and if you want to check out our excess inventory, then check out the playlist on some of our hot markets, the places that we're investing right now. And be sure to also click the link up here so that me and my team can share with you ways that we can engage, play, and help you succeed in real estate.